Hello and welcome to the Ticks and Trades daily levels for the spiders, the SPY, for Wednesday, May 29, 2024. It's 8:09 a.m. Eastern. So we have a number of levels on the board this morning, and the spiders have fallen a little bit. They're currently at 527. They were down at 526 and something a little earlier. And just a couple things to keep in mind. Where we're at in the bigger picture, I'll show you the weekly chart in a moment, but tomorrow morning, let's see, 8:30 in the morning, there's a GDP data release. Also on Friday, 8:30, the couple different, it looks like a CPI, some type of data release happening. And also on Monday, June 3rd, there is a PMI data release. So several things happening that, the timing could be right for a little bit of a push down. Don't necessarily want to predict that too much at this point, but I'll show you the weekly chart and just to reiterate what we talked about the other day of where they're at and what they might want to be, or where they might want to be heading in the near future. So we have a lot of levels down here to catch price. Of course, they could fall right through them. I'm going to treat them kind of conservatively. This is a zone here between 525.20 and 524.66. All these levels are important in their own right, but just be cautious and don't let the spiders get away from you if you're in a trade, or the trades will be in the E-minis, of course. So don't let the E-minis get away from you, but they move in tandem pretty much. We'll come back to this chart after the market closes to take a look at any trades taken in the E-minis based off the levels here in the spiders. But first, let's take a look at the weekly chart that I showed you the other day after this week closed here, week ending last Friday. So the time it's taken them to get up to this zone that we identified several weeks ago between 532.10, 533.10. Well, they got right in the middle of it, right toward the high, and pulled away, and now they're down at 527. 526, well, right below 527. So, they're still up in the middle here. But the point is, the time it's taken them to get here, this signal here of a doji candle, generally that's a signal of a trend change if other things are going on. But one of those things being high volume, and this is really low volume. If volume was way up here, I've already said this before, then I'd be really considering this to be a bigger chance of a pullback. But, the market can do strange things. So they might want to kind of give the appearance they're going to pull back a little bit. They're doing that now, but it could be a fake out. Obviously, there are three things that could happen at any given point in the market. Where price is currently, they could go higher, they can go lower, and they go sideways. That's pretty obvious, obviously. But just looking at this bigger picture, we have a couple more days of the week for this candle to close. I just want to know where they're going to end it. Right now, it had to really pick up on volume. It's just been just insanely low volume lately. At least institutional volume. A lot of amateurs driving this. But anyway, I digress. Let's go back to here, 1 minute chart, which we'll come back to after the market closes. Take a look at all the trades taken in the E-minis and analyze them in the post-market video. See you then.